Hi, my name is Juli Mejia, and today I'm going to be interviewing Dr. Cain. What was your first leadership experience?
I would have to say, and thank you for taking the time, especially over the course of your summer. I would say it would go back to when I was a summer camp counselor. It was during my college years, my early college years. I had the opportunity to work with children anywhere from the age of probably 8 to 12. You always want to keep kids first and foremost. And then when you're making decisions, if you in fact do make a mistake, that you learn from it as quickly as you possibly can, and you work to rectify or to correct the situation.
What would you say makes the difference between a good leader and a great leader?
A great leader doesn't make it about themselves. It's never about the individual. It's about the good of the community or the organization that you happen to be leading. I would say that a great leader is one that's always reflecting, always thinking about continuous improvement. You think about the needs of others long before you think about the needs of yourself.
Is there anyone who has inspired you and influenced you as a leader?
Honestly, as I've reflected upon that question, I'm thinking of my dad. He was always my hero and my role model. Everything that he did was just about, like, he was a dad first, always a dad. And so when I reflect upon that and I think about the kind of father that I'm working to be on a daily basis, I think about dad.
With every decision, there will be people who will agree with your decision and others who won't. How do you plan to lead through that, and how will that affect your decision making?
What's always right isn't popular, and what's always popular isn't right. There is a gravitas, there's a weight toward decision making. There just is, and that's part of leadership, and that's part of understanding the significance behind whatever decision you happen to reach. The classroom is the reason we have a school district. I believe Rockwood is a district in which this notion of team, in terms of mindset, that we do it for the good of the district as a whole, is also important. I would say having some agility and some flexibility in terms of decisions is really, really important. But there will be situations where a decision has to be reached, and it's going to be one that has to be reflected and ultimately moved forward with across the school district as a whole.
It's no mystery that being a leader, especially with the responsibilities of a superintendent, is difficult. What do you think is your main obstacle?
I would say the past 2.5 years, we're coming off of something that we haven't seen before in terms of a substantial disruption to everything. I think for us, it is important for us to return to what this district has done so very well for so very long, embracing and having fun in the work that we're engaging in, but also understanding that this is very serious work. This district has such a reputation of excellence and a tradition of top performance.
What advice would you give to someone who is aspiring to be a leader, but who's also afraid of the massive responsibility that comes with leadership?
I learned many years ago that you have to make the seat yours. You do the best with whatever you can in whatever position you are at that particular point in time. If you do that step by step, the process is going to take care of itself. But you have to own it. You have to feel very comfortable and just be authentic in terms of what you're doing at that particular point in time.
So thank you very much for taking the time to answer these questions and to listen to the district. I'm sure that's something that a lot of people are going to appreciate.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much. Appreciate you taking the time as well. Enjoy the rest of your summer.
You too.
Thank you.